There is a comic that I saw recently, and it was a picture of two eggs. And in the first part of it, there's an egg that's being hit with a hammer from the outside. And in the second egg, it's being broken open from the inside out, and there's a chick popping out. And this was fascinating to me because on the one hand, it says, when there's a force from the outside, life ends. When the force comes from the inside, life begins. And this is what I want to talk to you about today. My name's Krista Daniluz Vieira. I work with people who are developing businesses in the yoga industry, working on becoming thriving yogipreneurs, helping people to bring forth businesses that they would love, whether you're a solo yoga teacher or whether you have a business behind you in a studio or an online enterprise. And my goal is to help empower women so that you can live lives that you love, grow businesses that you love, and do what you love within your life in this lifetime. I guess what I want to say about this is that when we find that we're constantly being changed from the outside, when there's constantly force coming at us from the outside, what happens is that we make changes in reaction to what's happening around us. The circumstances, the people, the things that are going on outside of us are all the reasons that we're making a change. And it's not necessarily a change that we always want to make. There is a part of our business where we might be asking our studio members for advice. We're surveying them with a poll. We're saying, what would you love to see in terms of classes? What do you value the most about the studio? What do you want to see more of? Questions like that are amazing at gathering information so that you can find out what's important to your members of your community. And we do want to get that information. At the same time, we want to also know that there is not a value in looking like every other yoga studio out there or every other yoga teacher out there. You see a lot of people these days emulating what other people are doing. And when you start to see that kind of copycat going on, it comes quick to the mind that there isn't a lot of original motivation behind that. The impetus to create isn't coming up from within, it's being inspired from without. And as powerful as a motivation as that can be to make change, there is something so different when that force of creation is coming from the inside out. So think about this for a moment. There's inner direction and outer direction. When that force is coming from the outside saying, do this, do that, see more of this, see more of that, we're responding constantly, sometimes in that reaction-based mode where we're creating what we think people want because that's what we think people need and that's what they're telling us that they would love. But when you are being inspired from the inside to create, something much deeper gets activated. You have something innate within you. You have an infinite potential inside of you. You have ideas that have never been released to the world. And rather than doing the same thing that other people are doing, when you start to say, you know, what would I love? What ideas would I like to bring to the surface? What am I most passionate about within my yoga studio or my yoga career as a teacher? What do I feel the most inspired to share? And you can already see how expansive and generative this line of questioning is. This is going to bring a very different response, a very different idea to the surface. And when you are motivated by that, when you are connected to that, when you are creating from the inside out with this kind of passion, you create something that no one has ever created before. And this is what is going to set you apart. And in the yoga industry, in any industry really, we don't want to be the same as the other people doing what they're doing. It's not a system of competition. It's a system of creation. When you are creating from a place of passion, from a place of purpose, which only you can decide for yourself what that looks like, you are going to create such different results than when you're creating based off of what you think the need is, because that's what the industry looks like and that's what people have said that they want. We do want to know what our community would like. Having a nice, clear relationship with the community, being responsive to their needs and wants is super important. But we also need to know what that inner direction and motivation is. So when you are inner directed, when you're bringing creative power from the inside out, you have so much capacity to create something that has never been done before. And rather than competing, you're now just creating because it's what you love to do and it's what's inspiring you. And guess what? People who have passion and purpose get noticed. When you are passionate about what you're doing, when you're excited, when your energy is behind it, when you're embodying it, you come alive. And when you are alive with that kind of energy, you are unstoppable. I hope that this gave you a little bit of motivation that you need to hear today, but motivation won't go very far. Take some time to put a pen to paper, write down what you would love. Be really clear. What inspires you within yoga? What do you want to see happen within your studio or your business? Whatever it might be, however far away you think it is, what would you love to create? And without worrying so much about the why, let yourself dream. And as you dream, start to imagine the possibilities. So like I said, I work with yoga teachers to help them grow their businesses, to help create things that they never thought were possible. And this can be the same for you too. If you found this video valuable at all, please go ahead, like this channel, follow along, make sure that you get all of the benefits of this. And in the link in the comments, you're going to see a link to the Business Clarity Toolkit. I highly recommend you take that. It's a freebie for you. It's a masterclass and a workbook that is going to help you to get some real clarity in your yoga business and your vision, and allow you to take some steps forward from where you are, from a creative place rather than a place that's trying to go along with the Joneses. Wishing you all the best. Good luck with your journey. Namaste.